There is something that makes no sense when it comes down to men and women. If you are looking to get married, why would you take advice from someone that always get into unstable relationships? Why would you take advice from someone that is mentally unstable in many ways? Why would you take advice from someone that hates women and hates men? Like, with these type of people, how can they really give you productive, good advice? If if I am always in unstable relationships, like all the time, like I get into a relationship, break up, get into another relationship, break up. So I have this, for an example, not saying this is me. So I have this very, very long line of unstable relationships. How can I give productive advice to another man or another woman on what to look for when you are trying to marry? I really hope this makes sense. If anything, I believe it would make sense to try to get advice from people who have been married for a very long time, right? Like, if you want to know what it takes, if you want to know how things are, if you want to know, I guess, some things about men and women, what about getting advice from someone that's in it, that is actively doing it? Why the heck would you try to get advice from someone that's always sleeping around with many women or many men? It doesn't make sense. We have to use wisdom. I believe marriage was made by God. So if you are going to partake of something that God made, I believe you should go by his rules of what he made, of what you are trying to partake of. I believe that would make sense. If God made marriage, why am I going by the rules, or should I say the way of thinking of humans? Yes, the Bible says this, but this YouTuber or whatever said this right here. So this YouTuber aligns with my way of thinking. Even though God made marriage, let me go by this YouTuber's way of thinking other than what the Bible says about marriage. And I guess many of us may wonder why the divorce rate is high. I guess depending on what it is, if someone made something, you have to go by the rules, or should I say, you have to go by the way it is made, if that makes any sense. For instance, I can't use my laptop as a water container. Why? Because my laptop was not made to be a water container. If I were to pour water on it, I believe I would destroy my laptop. I really hope this makes sense. I believe many people are receiving advice from people who hate women, that hate men. You are probably receiving advice from a witch or a wizard. You are probably receiving advice from demons trying to keep confusion up, keep misunderstandings up. If you want to learn about marriage, go by the Bible. Go by people who are uh, in marriage now. Not to say that there is a marriage where there are no problems. I believe in every marriage there are problems. But stop getting advice from people who are not really right in the head when it comes down to marriage, or people who have a very negative view of a particular gender. May God bless us.